Good morning, everyone. It's Brian Paragamian, Senior Trader and Co-Founder of ProfessionalStockTraderLive.com, bringing you a little Saturday morning commentary as I promised. Well, you had this week the stock market put in another good performance. Most averages closed up between 6 and 7% on the broad averages. And again, we're heading into Monday with the Dow closing at 77.76, down 148 points. And what I'd probably look for here is, since we just had the end of the quarter, we had the window dressing, and then we had the sell-off thereafter that I expected on Friday. I think I'd look for a little more consolidation this week here, and I'd be targeting somewhere around the 790 on the SPX. I think that's crucial support. That's roughly where the 50-day comes in, slightly above it, but that's where we had an earlier pullback in the week. So I think 790 is a key area. Now, if it looks like we're going to start holding that 790, or we can't even get down there, some of the stocks I'd really be looking at considering getting long, despite them being overbought. I really don't like buying stocks overbought, but if the stocks are going to act well, then we're going to go ahead and go with it. And of course, using stops always. But a couple of ideas I'm going to share with you. One is ticker symbol TAP. TAP, Molson Brewing Company. The stock is acting great. It looks to me above 35.64. It's going to be on a breakout. It only closed down 9 cents on Friday, closing at 35.37. The stock acted great. So this is one that I would consider looking at. In the last 4 days, the bottom end of the range is 34.41. So you can really use a nice tight stop on the trade of less than $1 right here from where it closed, and you got a breakout just slightly above these current levels in that 35.64 area. So that's one stock I would take a look at potentially being on the buy side. Another one is Stancorp Financial, ticker symbol SFG, Sam Frank George. It closed down 76 cents. Now, it is in the financial sector, but here's another one. If you got to pull back in the overall market down into that 790 S&P area, and it held at 2197, or prior to then broke out above the highs of 2412, that's another one I would look at possibly getting long. Actually, it was 2409. I take that back. But up in that zone, the chart looks real nice. It's gone sideways here again. It's overbought. It's still on a buy sell on stochastics. The volume is dried up here the last couple of days. So maybe the financials are going to pause here a little bit while the rest of the market corrects before we put the next leg in up on both the financials and the stock market. So that's another one that I find real interesting. The next ticker symbol I'm going to talk about here is a casino stock, ticker symbol PENN, Penn National Gaming. Paul, Eddie, Nancy. Here's another one that's above its 200-day moving average, and it looks to me like above the 25-20 area up in there, this stock can run a little bit further. Again, it is slightly on a sell signal here. We are jammed overbought on it, but the stock is acting great. It closed down 96 cents on Friday, but this is just another interesting pattern, a stock that in the casino industry and sector that's been deeply battered is above its 200 days. So this is one I would just have on your list of stocks to continue to watch, because I think this is going to give a lot of opportunity going forward. So this is another one that I would have on your list to look at. And the last one I'm going to look at is a very interesting setup here. If you take a look at ticker symbol GMCR, George Mother Cabin Robert, Green Mountain Coffee Roasters. It's got 13 days in a row now without a lower low. This sets up into one of my situations that I really like. I mean, an extended period without lower lows, 13 days. That's a lot of days. Friday, it had a low of 47.02, closed at 47.15, down $1.65 on the day. So it's probably going to head lower. Probably at least make a lower low, I should say. But if you take a look, you got a nice wedge formation that's set up there on that stock. Whichever way it breaks, I think it's going to break. If it breaks to the downside, I think it's going to have a sharp break. But I'll tell you what, if it happens to break to the upside first, I am going to look to fade that breakout of the wedge formation of the upside, and I'm going to look to get short in that break to the upside, because I just don't think with the stock on a sell signal here, I don't think a breakout of this wedge formation of the upside is going to make a whole lot of sense, considering the volume is dried up here in the last 3 days. So I'm going to actually look to fade a spike on a breakout to the upside if it happens on the wedge formation in GMCR. But again, this is just another idea that I thought I'd share with you. The pattern looks real interesting. I think there could be a real nice trade to the downside if it does break that formation out. And this is actually stock we talked about on our live webcast on Friday as looking like that it was a great short sale opportunity. So I'm not going to keep you too long here, but I do want to say, you know, if you are having difficult times trading in this market and you're having difficult times finding proper setups and actually really making the proper entry and exit prices, and you're not using stops effectively, go to our website, professionalstocktraderlive.com. Take advantage of the 3-day free trial. You've got nothing to lose. I think you'll find once you take the free trial, you'll end up making money during that period, because we do have daily live webcasts of real-time day trading, which you can participate in, ask questions through an interactive function on our platform. You'll be included on everything on our website that we have to offer, and you'll also get any swing trade alerts that our regular members get as well. So I think you'll really, really like it. I don't have a lot to add other than, you know what, today again is March Madness Day. I absolutely love it, and I'm going to kick back and relax this afternoon and watch some basketball. So here was just a few ideas I wanted to share with you. Everyone, have yourselves a great weekend. We'll be back Monday morning with our pre-open comment. Thanks for tuning in. Again, that is professionalstocktraderlive.com for the 3-day free trial. We'll be back Monday.